Hello, everybody. We're doing Unity programming. I don't know if I did this right. I always forget if I do it right. Okay, I did it right. I have a very bad memory. I did work on this a little bit off stream, not much, like half an hour. That was yesterday, though. So we still have basically the same problems. I simplified it. There's just jump speed now. Um, and we're back to the falling down at an angle thing. Hang on! Because I put it directly into the character controller, so it's like all glitched out. Somebody's at the door. Hang on. What are you doing?
I need a mouse.
Mouse head.
Shut up. Just give it. God.
Break it, fucking asshole.
Hey, yo, there's a mouse down there. But too bad. We're using that. Can't get out.
Monster noises. Why does that look like that? Dude, that's a weird optical illusion. It makes it look like pixel 2D because it's clipping through the mesh. Alright. Why is this not working? I guess let's just do 10. Let me check the details. Fuck it. Is it debug mode? So good. The check Y is resetting. That's good to know. It's not going into infinity. It's actually giving me a result. Because if that keeps going straight down into an infinity and doesn't reset, that would cause some serious problems. I think the gravity offsets plays a part in it too. That worked. I hit the jump button and went up, but because the character controller does math really weird, so we're in the air, then we fall. So that we're in the air, and then we fall. So that's working. It's just the character controller is a piece of shit. It makes everything overly complicated. Blow my brains out. Went ahead and separated the ground check code from the actual jump code. I wanted the jump to just do jump, nothing else. Makes things a little easier to read. And then the controller movement is move, which makes sense. This would also include the process for jumping. I wonder if I could just bypass, take all the up movement out of the controller movement and just stick it into the move up. Because I did the combined math.y equal velocity math.y to give it an extra y. Didn't fucking matter. That clearly didn't. That just screws it all up. So I gotta delete that because it didn't work. So it fucks with the movement, and also it doesn't make me jump. So I'll try this again. Maybe I could do it. What if I do plus times that delta time do like a parentheses times and then do plus, and then do velocity math dot y. Maybe velocity math. I'm just guessing here. I don't know. Because we're just adding in an extra. Let me look at the code here. Vector 3 motion. This is a vector 3. And these are just numbers, so I guess it will register it as a vector 3, because what I'm worried about is it just going to add to the move speed? Because if it adds to the move speed, that ain't going to help nothing. I'll just try that for a bit. Ah, see, it adds to the move speed. It's fucking stupid. Character controllers are fucking dumb. Just straight up stupid as hell. Plus sign. We'll do it this way. We'll add delta time twice. Vector 3 times time dot delta time. Let's just try that. We'll add it in at the end. I don't know why it's being a little bitch. Another parenthesis. Oh yeah, yep. Save. I got rid of the jump modifier, and I got rid of the jump smooth. I got rid of all the smoothing, and we're just gonna try to get it to work with jump, because that's how it used to work. That didn't. I watched a tutorial. They didn't even use any smoothing or lerp function. They just had it jump. Pretty straightforward. Well, at least it's not fast, but the movement's clearly fucking affected, because that's janky as hell. Does not jump, though. Does it fall? No, we can't even fall anymore, it looks like. No, we're falling. Let me make jump speed higher. We'll do 10. Nothing. So we're not actually moving up on the Y. I'm not sure what's causing that. Yeah, it's just dumb. Dumb. So if we get rid of time, that's going to cause a bunch of fucking problems too. So I believe without that, it's gonna make the movement a little glitchy. Still can't jump. Also, the jump doesn't work doing it that way. The fall works, so that's cool. We got the falling to work. We might be on to something here. Does it fall fast or slow? I have no way to test this. So I don't have enough. Is it instantaneous? It looks instantaneous. I know how I can test this. Just have to look here, line myself up in the game, and then look at the bottom screen. That was instantaneous. And it did not look like there was any anything there except just instant movement. I mean, it was kind of delayed, but that was way too fast. And it only falls when we have the inputs. We need an else, and then we got into player controller, dot move, and then velocity math. Do time dot delta time plus velocity math. Maybe find math dot normalize times time. I don't care about speed. We'll just have that be the else. So this is when we're not having an input. Then we'll do this. And that seems right. We'll try it. So goddamn fickle. See, the problem now is it's because I'm standing still. Every time I let go of the input, it's running the else. So maybe I should just have just the vector 3 in. So we're following, so that's good. And we can jump now. That's also good. We can move. So maybe this is more simpler than I think. We'll just do velocity times that delta time, and then get rid of this, because there is no movement on the x or y. So we'll try that. Alright, cool, we got rid of the movement. Switch this to 10. That was a little smoother, but we're still not falling, because the grounded flag ain't working right. It says we're grounded when we're not. I'm surprised the grounding is screwing this all up. It's part of the problem. Stupid ass camera. I gotta fix that spinning glitch. That's the problem. It's not giving me whiplash anymore, so that's good, I guess. Well, that fireball's not gonna get deleted anytime soon. It was a little smoother than what it was earlier. Okay, so clearly, when we jump into the air, let me look at the Y check, because that should determine what the hell's going on. I think the when we go up into the air, Y check becomes higher than the y-axis. So we're using two variables. The y-axis is resetting the positive value of the y check. So the y-axis is sabotaging everything. So we're already in debug mode. So y check is mirroring. So the last time y-axis had a value, y check is going to mirror it, and then plus the gravity offset, that's going to add that on top, and then if it's more or less than that offset, plus the offset or minus the offset, then it triggers the is grounded or not grounded. So if I jump, hang on, So 10. We jump. So the y-axis is resetting it to grounded level instead of where we're at now, which is in the air. It's not. It's ignoring what's actually happening. Now we are falling, but we're only falling at a rate of 0.2. So I guess that's better than nothing. But for some reason, the forward axis accelerates it much faster. I'm not sure why. Forward axis is like makes you fucking plummet. Cool thing is, if you hold forward axis, it doesn't stay. The ground, it doesn't kick in until like a little ways down. So that's kind of cool. All right, so my Y check is busted. Son of a bitch. Because I'm trying to detect the ground without actually looking for the ground, if that makes sense. It's checking for anomalies. It's like, so are you on solid ground is essentially, is your value stable? If your value is stable, then you're on the ground. If it's not stable and it begins to fluctuate either really high or really low, you're falling or you're getting pushed up into the air. That was the plan. However, I screwed that up. It should be down here. And this is where the problem arises. I'm resetting the y-axis. I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably, instead of y-axis, I should probably have check or y. Let me just get rid of this. Because we had that gravity offset. Y-axis is greater or equal to math f to epsilon minus gravity offset. Or is less than or equal to math of epsilon plus gravity offset. Check y equal y-axis. If check y is less than or equal to blah 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 as ground, else it is false. So if I take out the reset from y, that means y will keep going down into an infinity, negative infinity, which would make y-axis minus less than or equal to math f dot epsilon plus gravity offset. It would make both of those false, I think. Yeah. And then check y would no longer equal y-axis. So I need a way to, you know what? I think I got. All right. So if grounded, y-axis equals negative 0.1, and then else. So if you're in the air, check y equals y-axis, which would make it it would just kind of ignore these would just be ignored. And we would just focus on this. This is like the start us off. This is what starts the ground check, I guess. And this is what starts and resets it, kind of. I think. I'm not sure where this comes into play now, but I did this down here. ignore this. If check y is less than or equal to that, then A is greater than or equal to true, else A is greater than or equal to false. If y-axis is greater than or equal to epsilon minus gravity offset, or y-axis is this just makes it equal that. So if you're grounded equals true, both y check and y-axis are going to equal less when grounded. When you're in the air, check y should equal y-axis. There's a problem here. There's a glitch area here. There's something where in between the if and the else, if that makes sense, there's going to be a problem here. I can already see. I can already tell. Do I know how to fix it? Not immediately. No, I don't. If it even works, probably won't even work. I'd be done already if I just used a fucking ray, but I'm lazy. Also, I don't like being restricted to one method. I hate that shit. So we are following, that's good. Was the, so y check, we're getting some slightly different values. Let's change this to 10. We're falling and we're grounded. Same problem, but we're just not going fast enough. And I think that's because, yeah, it has that movement bonus from here, raw speed 10 meters and 10 meters at a time plus velocity math. It's getting the movement speed. Velocity math. Maybe I should just make an if. Roll away, bug, you stupid bitch. Stop it! Is the gravity offset negative? It is. Now we're gonna have to get rid of this. The gravity offset's cool, but I gotta get rid of this. It ain't gonna work. There's just too many complicated problems with that. Because I'm trying to take into account like your stepping offset on top of like minor height differences. And I don't think that's just not how that works. Because no matter where you are, the number's the same. So I gotta change this. We have to change this. Alright, so ground check. We got gravity, which is up here. So it should be check y equal y-axis. So that makes sense. It's going to equal true, and then we'll just do, you get this. It's going to equal true, and we'll do check y equal gravity offset. Then if you jump, y-axis equals jump speed, which we already do that here when you jump. That could be part of the problem because this is not happening at the same time as this code. It's like off, it's like slanted. We have plus e, so yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we don't need this here. Check y equal y-axis. See if that does anything. So it immediately becomes gravity. Then it checks to see if it's grounded or not. If it is grounded, it becomes the gravity offset to keep it grounded. Then if you jump, it immediately becomes y-axis, which becomes jump speed, which is higher than this, which would go into here and check this again, which would be false, which would be this. Thing. Trying to make a logical way of dealing with this. Let's make that 10, because 10 is pretty cool. It's going to fall off, so it happens. He instantly fell. Gravity, his grounded flag did not come undone for some reason. So weird speed up at the end there. It's kind of crazy. And we actually fell at a reasonable pace that time. Kind of just a little on the slow side, but that's the start. Kind of like falling at a normal rate now. We are jumping pretty high though, so let's try 5. Yeah, it's like a proper jump almost. Problem is, look, the character controller, it is sabotaging me. Look at that shit. It's like, because the way that we have input on the movement speed is directly affecting this. I could try just canceling it out. Let me see if I can cancel out the movement speed. Or maybe we could just double pass. Get rid of this. So it works better when you're not moving. So maybe just have 2 of them. But there is input, just move twice. Have a separate one. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not, but we're going to try it. Jump speed 5. I like 5. Alright, that's slow descent, but it is working. The is grounded flag is triggering way too fast. The jump, the y-axis is resetting correctly. It's going to like 4 every time I press it, roughly speaking, 4. And as soon as it gets past a certain number, it does that thing. Damn. There's a lot of glitch potential here, though, because it's not looking for an actual floor. It's just logically determining it by numbers. So falling down a slope, going around a corner really fast, staircases, stuff like that could probably trick it. So let's try jumping while moving. I think that actually fixed it. Holy crap. Alright, so we're not, the movement, the controller is no longer fucking with it. Like, fuck. We still got instant transmission falling, though. I'm not sure what that's all about. Also, the camera does not like being stuck. The thing is, you can't hold it down. You could probably tap it really fast. Yeah. Not as fast as normal, though. That took a little bit of effort to do that. So I gotta fix the. It's also not as janky. It's still janky, just not as janky. So yeah, still gotta fix the ground check. It's something wrong. The camera's a little janky too. I'm not sure what that's all about. It could be my override because it wants to look at the thing. So we set this to 5. Go to cameras. I'm gonna get rid of the override. Just just kill that, and maybe change the aim here. I don't know what look ahead time means. That might actually be helpful. So 5 eyes. Stop! I hate gnats. Ah, shit. Fuck. What was that? God damn it. I guess it was 0.5, but it's all like backwards now. It had to be 0.5. It's completely backwards. No. Let's put that at 0. What happens if we do this 0? Okay, we definitely don't want that at 0. This at 0.75 for each. 5. Maybe just center it and see what happens. We'll go with that. See if that helps, because the override might be causing that problem. Simplify the world up. We're going to just do world space like we had last time. Save. And then as for the ground check is working, but it's not working. It's not working within the confines of the parameters. It's honestly. Everything is happening too fast. I gotta make sure it happens at the right time. Because this is getting flagged too quickly. So less than or equal to math epsilon. Is grounded equals true. else is greater than or equals false. That's the equal to math epsilon. Before I mess with this, I need to go check what happens when I jump from different elevations to see where it puts me. Because affecting this number can affect how you jump at different elevations. If that's how it works. Ugh, what the hell? Oh yeah, I think that kind of helped a little bit. Still a little, it feels like Super Mario World because like the camera goes straight up in the air. I'm not sure how to fix that other than maybe use a it's definitely a camera setting at this point. Alright, so I gotta go back into debug mode. So y-axis, so ignore that. Y check is -1. 4, -1. 4, -1. 4, -1. Okay. Yeah, it's moving too fast. It's moving faster than time, which is the problem. Y-axis. 1, 2. Yeah, that's moving. It says time.delta time. Don't fucking feel like it. It's like really fast. At least when you double jump, it knows you're falling. Kind of. And you fall regardless. So even though, um, so literally everything works except the multi-jump. Like it won't, because the ground check's working irregardless of input. So if I let go, even if it says on ground, I still fall, which is fan-fucking-tastic. The problem is the double jump. That's and me falling instantaneously. I'm not sure why that's happening. Also, I need to cap y-axis. I don't like how that just keeps going into like super negatives. It's not falling at the same rate I'm falling, which is tricky because if it goes slower than the player falls, that creates the opposite problem. We don't want that. This is very tricky. But that confirms that the number does stay. This number is unaffected by height, by starting height differences, because of is reset. So this over here, this is what prevents not prevents. It allows jumping from different heights. Get rid of that. The problem is we fall slower than y-axis, which means check y decreases faster than y-axis. Try fixed update. I don't know if that helps. Right. Fixed update. Physics.gravity.y times time. This file's way faster than normal. I could probably just use my own number because it's plus equals and the character falls roughly 1 float a second. So I might have to just use my own number. Fixed update does it. Sort it out. Everything here works except falling off of ledges. So this one's a little tricky. Oh, that's right, because it doesn't reset. Okay, I know what's wrong with it. I have no upper cap for this. It's like a negative 100. If you wait around, it's like a negative 130. I'm gonna test that real quick. So let me go back into here. I have to reset both y-axis and check y. I should probably maybe just use y-axis. I probably don't need to use both variables. Probably just need the one. You see it said negative 50, so of course we're fucking falling off really fast. I'm gonna go up to the bigger height real quick, and I'm gonna reset it by jumping, because that resets it. Every time I jump, it resets it. Which makes sense why jumping falls slower. I gotta hurry up and run off the side before. Damn it. Yeah. And it gets faster and faster each time. Yeah. Once it reaches a certain height, that's crazy. Alright, so I need a fall speed, essentially. So why would I even need to use, if I'm using my own fall speed, what's the point of using this? No, I could use that. That's fine. I could just make it equal to fall speed, I guess. Probably just make it a local, I guess. I don't know. Let's do if y-axis is greater than, just do a float fall speed equals 5 is greater than or equal to fall speed. Y-axis equals fall speed. If y-axis is great, and hang on, this needs an and is grounded equal false or true? False. If is grounded false and y-axis greater than equals false speed, y-axis equals false speed. Bam! Okay, that might fix it, I don't know. 0, not 5. Negative 5 to 0. So false to negative 5. Maybe make a maximum of negative 9. Get rid of this. So I think that fixes plummeting. Almost. If it's going to false and y-axis is greater than or equal to false speed, y-axis is false speed. Which means check y would be 5. Oh, that won't work. God damn it. I just need to reset it. We gotta get rid of this. Stop. Everybody just stop. That won't work. We gotta go down here. We gotta reset it. We gotta make y-axis equal check y. That might fix it. I think all of this is good now. I can't believe it let me use 2 character controllers in a row like that. Well, now we're flying. That's because y-axis. Get out of my face, stupid bug. Let's get rid of check y. Maybe we don't need it. Y-axis is less or equal to math f epsilon less than else is grounded plus. There we go. Y axis equal gravity offset. Then if you jump, we're going to go to a height of 4 because it's going to override it, make y-axis equal jump speed, which will begin to plummet. So I think the problem is right here. This is too fast. Now we're still flying. God damn it. It's just, yeah, as soon as it hit, it just fucking hits that negative so fast. Okay, so we need to check for ground in a different way. We're checking to see if it's the same number as what we're starting at. Instead, I need to check to see if it stopped moving. I need to compare. Um, so I need to let it fall, keep falling. Then, does the number stop moving? And if that number stops moving, compared to the y-axis, one of them's moving but the other one's not. Reset y-axis so that they're both not moving, and then when you jump, they both start moving, and then one of them stops, the other one keeps going, and it sees that the other one keeps going, reset it, and that might do it. So I need the transform. Just to know. I don't need it's crazy shit. I just need to see if it moves since the last update. Okay, see how it moves up? So during ascent and descent, it's that Y is going to be moving. If I click this really fast, it does nothing. So I think that's what I need to do. So instead of checking for this shit, I need to check for. So we're just going to delete this because that's confusing me. Just jot it out. I'm going to have a variable. We're going to call it float get falling equal transform dot position dot y. Then if float error float get falling, and then do get grounded equal I'm struggling to figure out how I want to write this. If let's change this to that. Then this will be y-axis. If actually no, we'll make that on this side. if y-axis shit, fucking shit, fuck. You know what? Let's go back to this. Ground equal true. Go float. Get grounding. If y-axis is less than or equal to math, that's about to describe the offset. And transform that if, damn it, I think I need to make a class variable for this. Yeah, I'm gonna make it up here, just make things easier. If, god damn it, brain. If, fucking son of a bitch. I gotta be careful how I do this, because what if you start moving as soon as the game starts versus game starts and you don't move? Do if grounding if transform y is less than equal to transform dot position dot y. I think I can make it a float for that. Let's do float. Get y equal this. We don't want to change this. This just needs to be constant. We don't care about changing it. Equal get y, or, because we don't care about and, because it can only be one or the other, or transform y is greater than or equal to get y. transform y equal get y. Yeah, I should think I need to make it else if I do this wrong, something's wrong here. Oh, transform is less than or equal to get y, or transform is greater than or equal to get y. Transform y, then trying to compare if it's moving or not. Shit, I did this before. I'm trying to remember how I did it, but I fucking suck. I can't remember what the fuck I did. I gotta pee. Ow. It's equal true, right? I'm confused. I think I need another thing. This is public. It should go up here. Let's get rid of this. There we go. So, we're getting the motion here. So transform y minus equals get y of the object player, game object player, and then is transform y less than or greater than or equal to. Actually, we don't want equal to. Let's get rid of that. We want greater than or less than. I'm just going to get rid of this. Is it less than or greater than the current transformed position.y? If it is, transform y equals get y. So now we have our get y. And that also means we got our motion. Our motion is true. So actually, we're going to get rid of this. We're just going to get motion equal true because it's greater than or less. Then we're going to go another layer down up here. So it's moving. Now that it's moving, what do? Well, clearly it is grounded. It's false. And then else if got a problem because transform y is always going to be 0 unless we fix this. timer. I think I need a timer. So ground chart will do timer y plus equals time dot delta time. If transform y is greater than or equal to get y, or less than or equal to get y, get motion equal true. Motion equal true is ground is false. Else is ground equal true. Probably don't need that. We're just gonna just do this because that's kind of pointless now. Probably don't need that either. No, wait, we do need to reset because that's the jump. That's jumping for different heights. It's gonna be reset to 4 anyways. Doesn't matter. We'll just leave it there for now. If it causes a problem, we're gonna. If timer y is greater than line f, then transform y equals get y. It's a 1 second delay between the so when you're falling, the y is going to be moving, and if you're jumping, the y is also going to be moving on the transform of the object. If it's moving faster and changing faster than 1 second, then that means transform y will always be less or greater than get y, which means it's constantly moving. We have motion. If they're equal, which is not so we do else. So if they're equal, which would be else, get motion equals false. If motion is true, is ground equals false, else is ground equal true. Because there's motion, if there's motion in the y, I might have to do the epsilon. Transform y is greater than get y plus epsilon, maybe. Because we don't want equal to. We just want if it's greater than or less than. The problem is look up epsilon. We do plus epsilon. want it to be greater than or less than by a degree of epsilon because they're floats. This is close. I'm close. I'll be right back. I need a snack. Ugh. Oh my god. How do I do this? So every second, half a second. Stop, you stupid bugs. Let me scroll up. I need a float. We're going to do, so instead of just picking a random number, we're going to have a special number. It's going to be public. No more than, or no less than 25 F, more than 1 second. We'll call this motion time. We'll default it to half a second because 1 should be a second. It's just timed out delta time. But motion timer. There. The regular timer is greater than motion timer, which isn't really a timer, it's just a value. Oh, I love French fries. Oh my god. I was getting really hungry. Nom, nom, nom. So every half a second, transform y is equal to the motion of transform y. If um, if y is greater than if the motion of y is greater than, I need to change the name of this. I got these backwards. I literally had their names backwards. How the hell did I fuck that up? This should be, I mean, transform y does work, but we want, I think I want to get y, and here this should be, not transform, but no, that should be transform, yeah. Because that's the transform. If get y, or rather, if transform is greater than get y, or transform is less than get y, get motion equals true, else get motion equals false. If get motion equals true, is grounded equals false, else is grounded equals true. Transform get y will be equal to the transform every half a second. So it's checking every half a second, which means it will always miss, will never be equal to the transform, because the transform is updating faster than get y can do its thing. However, if it's equal to, so when the motion stops, we won't have a problem. So we'll do else if get y is equal to transform y. Do math. I need to see how to use that real quick. Let's go back. Should be in here. Epsilon. Bam. Any value plus epsilon. Plus epsilon. Okay, cool. That's what we want. We want plus epsilon. Equal. Is it just one or is it two? I think it's one. Transform y plus math f dot epsilon. So that should, when when the motion stops, and then after that half a second update, it will become equal to it, but the difference will only be a decimal value. They generally will be mostly equal. Because you're not going to get a 100% success rate if you're trying to make some sort of comparative statement and you're comparing two ifs, that's only going to register accurately sometimes, maybe even most of the time, but you're going to get a lot of misfires because they're floats. They're not accurately like one float is never going to be one float. It could be slightly less. It could be a little more. But generally, it's one. It just depends. It depends on how the machine feels, I guess. All right, save. I guess that works because we got is granted false, is granted true. Motion true, motion false. Got our timer. We'll try it, see that does it. Is this more resource intensive than shooting a ray out of your butt? I don't know. Maybe it is. So the jump does not work. That fucking sucks. That's a bad sign. Can't fall. Alright, so somewhere along the line I screwed up. Are we in debug? We are in debug. Timer.y. I forgot to reset it. That's where I screwed up. If timer y is greater than motion timer, get y, but then timer y equals 0. I forgot to reset the timer. It's probably why that. We shall see. Still can't jump. Still can't fall. How are we looking on the timer? The timer is resetting every half a second. Get Y. I can't jump. Why can't I jump? 3.29, 3.29. So get Y is working. Oops. Alright, so this is working every half a second. Then during that half a second, if transform is greater than get motion equal true, this is what changes it. Else if get y equal transform plus then get motion equal false. If get motion equal false, it's grounded. So how do I stop this doing the gravity is equal true, y-axis equal gravity offset. Y-axis equal jump speed. If we jumped into the air, flow transform. If we jumped into the air, that would change transform y. It won't let us jump. Why won't it let us jump? And is grounded equals true, which it is. Which, that's redundant. What am I doing with my life? It's built into it. I don't need to do anything else. Right there. I already have it in there. I guess I have two problems here. we need to take this out because what's happening is jump speed is trying to make it 4, which should work because once you're in the air, you're no longer grounded. This shouldn't run anymore. The y-axis gravity offset should not trigger. It's possible half a second's too much and I need to change it to a higher number, which I can. But we'll do 0.75. If it needs more leeway. Can't move. That was weird. That was a glitch. It was grounded then not grounded because we were higher than. Oh, that's a super glitch. Oh, God. Falling is a bitch. Getting crushed. One whole second. Why can't we jump? Maybe I should just get rid of the Y. Just for now. Let's get rid of this. And we'll just have it, maybe have it go over here instead, maybe. I'm just going to get rid of it entirely because I'm not sure where to put it. Definitely needs some sort of reset. Okay. Yeah, move. We can jump again. It's way too accurate. It needs to be. It's checking the smallest glitch in the matrix. Oh God, it hurts. Ugh. We need an offset. That's way too powerful. Plus, gravity offset. Then we need to figure out where to reset the Y. Could do it and move up. Yeah, I think it should be done here. We'll do it one layer before. So we'll do if is grounded equal true, because this directly has to do with jumping and falling. It really doesn't have anything to do with ground check. Could put it in movement, because this is kind of movement related. Do a y-axis equal gravity offset. And then this will trigger separately without them interfering with each other, hopefully. And then the gravity offset plus epsilon should give enough leeway, hopefully, so it can get off the ground, because it's like we're the decimal amount beneath our feet is like, because it's a float, it's like going up and down, so it's like we're constantly falling. It's like we're vibrating, and that it's reading the vibrations as falling, which is technically true, but that's way too accurate, We can't move when that happens. Or jump. Well, no, I think kind of jump. Alright, can't move. Gravity offset's too big. Let's try 0.5. It thinks we're falling. Why though? 0. Yeah, that actually helped. Gravity offset 0. I don't know why that helped, but it did. Let's try 0.1. No. Let's try negative 0.01. Nope. Try negative 0.5. Nothing. 1. The 1 don't work at all. Stop it, stupid bugs. I have to take into account of which I think is what's screwing it up. If transform is greater than, yeah, let's get rid of this. Or is not equal to, that's what I need to do. That would fix it. Forgot about is not equal to. I need to make reminder cards. I am doing that this weekend. I cannot remember fucking all the things I learned. Make some fucking cards. Put them right in front of me. Do not forget is not equal to. Do not forget timers. Do not forget that you can combine multiple player controller lines of code together. You keep them separate. There's a lot of things I need to write down. Have fun with it. I'll paint them and stuff. Is not equal to is perfect. That gets everything. I think. Shit. Damn it. Can't move, you bitch. I think I need to do a math epsilon here as well. I need to do it on both. I think both of them need it. That just says we're following. Alright, well, let's get rid of the negative. Maybe we could just get rid of those. We don't need this. Just get rid of that. Might have to do it the other way around. Shit. Yeah. 0.01. 0.0001. Son of a bitch! Maybe I should make the gravity offset equal to epsilon. It's 0. Let's try that. Which means I don't really need the gravity offset. I can just do math epsilon, I guess. Maybe I need to do both sides. Like maybe both sides need it. I forgot. I've used it once. I did it this way a long time ago, and it worked. I just don't remember how I did it. Completely forgot. Um, let's just jot that out, and then we'll go down. Just have a math. You know what? Just in case, we'll do negative 0. Just do that. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We're going to go back up here, get rid of this. What if this back line? Right down here. Gravity offset. Go back down here. Transform y plus math f dot epsilon equal get y plus. It's not equal to get y plus math epsilon. Get motion equal true, else if get y plus math f dot epsilon. It's like I'm trying to change them into ints instead of floats, essentially. They're still floats, but I'm like converting them into ints. Integers are exactly equal. Try like rounding it up or something. That might work. Might have to use like rounding if they can't get this to work. That's a lot of epsilons. Play. So it's this time there's no offset. It's just epsilon. I mean, it has better result than what it was. I'm just working slightly better, not much. You son of a bitch, let me live, let me live! I can't multi-jump anymore. I fixed the multi-jumping. It's so fucked up. I'm being crushed. That's what it feels like. Ah. Ah. Not a ping pong ding dong, but I can't look at that because I'm streaming. Oh, well, it's almost 2 hours. I'm gonna try if transform.y plus math is not equal to get y. Maybe it needs to be on one side. Maybe I'm doing this backwards. Maybe it should be that way. Maybe the left side is the side that needs it. The right side does not need it. Because we want, yeah, that makes more sense in my brain. Because we want it to be equal to that, not the other way around. So if it's the other way around, it's just going to give me the same problem anyways. I'm doing it backwards. I just don't know what I'm doing. That's the problem. Let's see if that fixed it. Probably not. That's a good sign. Ah, god damn, that's what I get for opening my stupid face. Works a little better, not much. Still not falling, which is weird. Because we have to take into account when we go upstairs, technically falling for a split second, and it's like, wait, you moved up. Bad. Maybe instead of is not equal to, we'll just have, no, because if it's less than, if it's less than, we get a problem, because if we're up high, I guess it wouldn't matter, would it? I don't think it would matter. Let's do less than. Go away, goddamn bugs, man. I don't know where the fuck these things are coming from. There ain't nothing in here for me. And fruit flies. Let's just try less than. Because I think when it moves, the motion upward is canceling out everything. Make it more difficult. If this don't work, I'll just continue. Alright, no glitches yet. It's a slight improvement. Now that's back. We got the double jumping back. But with revengeance. Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh, now you kick it? Now you decide to fall? What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Alright, we're done for today, y'all. I'm gonna have to go look up some tutorials. Bye.